Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with another F1 2017 career mode video, and today we're going to be having a go at the eSports qualifying event at Monza, and the aim of that is to get Perez on the podium. So if we go to event on the main menu here, you can see there's 1 week and a day left. There won't be when this video goes out. This will go out a couple of days after September the 4th when this event has opened. I've done a bit of a practice go, so at the moment we're 2-2-1, but obviously more people are yet to actually have a go. So let's go and start the event.
Well, hello and welcome to a very special race here today. We have some marvellous machines down on the grid that in just a few moments will be accelerating up to some really high speeds indeed to compete for a prestigious Grand Prix victory.
So thanks David Croft for that introduction. We need to go and have a look at our car setup because we're going to want one with maximum top speed, low downforce. We're going to keep a little bit of downforce for the braking into the chicanes and actually going through the chicanes. But here we go, late on the DRS, starting on lap 49 out of 53, and the aim, like I said, is to get Perez onto the podium, and we immediately overtake Felipe Massa in the Williams on medium tyres in the slipstream with DRS to aid. Next up ahead we have what looks like Verstappen and Ricciardo going sort of together in a sort of chain, a mini chain anyway, of two cars, so we will be aiming to catch up to them before the end of lap 53, as well as whoever is in front of them. Looks a little bit like a Mercedes to me, but we'll see once we get past or get closer to them. You can see they're on a much or a slightly harder compound than we are. They're on the softs, we're on super softs. I guess we're on newer tyres as well than what they have, because obviously then they wouldn't be very good. So let's see what we can do at this stage in the race as Sergio Perez in the Pink Panther Force India. It's quite reminiscent of last year's game, really, being in the Force India, and we're quite used to being in the Force India in F1 games now after last year's career mode, or at least half the career mode that I did on last year's game. But we are going along the straight, and I think we might be gaining up to them a little bit on this lap, although not substantially enough to be very close. Although, as I say that, we are coming up to a straight where we will have much better performance in a straight line, obviously with Mercedes power in the back of the Force India over the Renault power in the two Red Bulls that are ahead. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up maybe into the braking zone, and yes, they are very enlarging into the braking zone as we get quite close to them in braking. Obviously we are not actually that close, and they get a good exit of the chicane. Both Verstappen and Ricciardo, his teammate, get a good exit, so we're going to have to try and get closer with a little bit of slipstream, but not enough to have any effect, as we really dive bomb Verstappen, getting very close to his gearbox there, and a little bit of the left front in the gravel trap, and I think the same for Verstappen as well, so a little bit too wide than we would have wanted. And you see Verstappen getting a little bit wide and some dust being thrown up, and we are very close enough for DRS. Luckily I've put it up into Rich Mix and activating DRS on the run down to Ascari, getting a little bit on the grass there, you can see, but I'm going to try and keep in the slipstream. I'm going to move to the left hand side. Can I make a move? No, I can't. I'm going to have to go here, and I cut out a little bit of the first corner of the Ascari chicane, so not very good racing from me there, but we are going to try and keep with Verstappen. They have both got away a bit. I did lose some time in the Ascari chicane moving to the left. I probably should have stayed behind them and tried to overtake on the exit of Ascari, but we're going to go around the Parabolica now. We are really closing up, so I'm not sure if we will get DRS or not, but we might just about get it. We are in Rich Mix, we have got slipstream, so we might not even need the DRS, but we are getting it. We move to the left to overtake Verstappen, and there's closing space on the left of Ricciardo, so we move to the right to overtake Ricciardo and back over to the left for the braking zone. Next up ahead is Hamilton, Bottas and Vettel in P1, it seems. So we are now up into P4, one position away with 2 laps to go. It's looking like a good race for us, or well, 3 including this one. But yes, yellow flag here for Roman Grosjean, who is out of the race. I would presume, yes, that looks like a Haas. On the left hand side we have set a purple sector there, it seems, so that's quite good. Not quite so much in the gravel trap like we were on the previous lap, going around the first of the 2 Lesmos, coming up towards the second. DRS detection point is there. I'm not sure if we will actually get any. No, we won't, but we are going to put it up into Rich Mix on this DRS straight. I'm basically using Rich Mix on each of the DRS straights to aid me a bit in catching up to the cars ahead, although Hamilton is a much faster car. We do have much faster tyres, and we have cut a little bit of the Ascari chicane again there, which isn't very good for my hopes of getting a good spot on the leaderboard, and I might even drop a little bit lower with more people setting times and things like that. But we are gaining in the slipstream. We will get slipstream on the pit straight, and we are closing up to Hamilton through the Parabolica. We're not close enough for an overtake quite yet, but we do have DRS as well now on the pit straight, so we are going to activate DRS, and we're going to move to the right hand side, and we're going to go for the overtake. You can see him shrinking in the left rear view mirror, and we're now braking for the chicane, and Bottas is the next person on my hit list to overtake for possibly P2, although we are just in P3 at the moment, and I'm not, the aim is to get a podium, so beyond this it's just extra pickings really. So if we can get Bottas, that would be great. We've got lap 52 and 53 to go here, but if we can't get Bottas, then that doesn't really matter. Although being this close, I would hope that we can maybe at least have a go at overtaking Bottas at some point. So we're going to have to try and stick with him through the two Lesmos here, and hope we can maybe get a little bit of DRS from a bit of a way back. Yes, we can get DRS, which is very nice to see, although we're not close enough to actually use that to the full effect. You can see Hamilton is dropping back a little bit, which is good to see, means he won't be trying to overtake us on his soft tyres behind us. And now we are going through the Ascari chicane. Haven't cut the corner that time, which is very good to see from me. I'm very pleased that I haven't cut it that time, although it's not too hard not to cut it, although it's also easy to cut it. Anyway, we are braking now into the Parabolica, and we are getting quite close to Bottas in these closing stages of the race. We are about to go on to the final lap of this Italian Grand Prix, or this end scenario of the Italian Grand Prix, activating DRS, so we will get DRS on Bottas as well here on the pit straight. I'm up in Rich Mix, and we're going to move to the right hand side. Hopefully we can get him into the braking zone. We go, and I go round to the right. We've got Bottas on our left, and I'm going to cover the left, and no, he spun me out. I've lost the position there. Oh, it looks like Ricciardo has gained a position as well, but no. Sort of cutting Bottas up a bit there through the end of the first chicane, trying to take the racing line, and didn't realise he was there. Really foolish mistake from me, I'll be honest there. So Bottas ended up spinning me out with his front wing touching my rear left tyre, and well, that's the end of me being on P2. Probably won't improve my score either after that, but we'll see how it goes anyway. See what we can do. We're on lap 53, and we do have Ricciardo now, so we might be vulnerable to him. Like he said in the Grand Prix, he likes them vulnerable, and we might be vulnerable to him now at this stage in the race, but no, not quite vulnerable enough for him. We are doing it a good job through Ascari, not cutting any corners, which is very good to see once again. And on straight, it looks like the proximity area has disappeared, and he is dropping back again with Hamilton behind him. I wonder if Hamilton will be able to overtake him, but hopefully that won't be the case, and Ricciardo will be fourth. We are going to finish P3 here in Monza. Really fun scenario. I do recommend that if you have this game, you go and have a go, see how high you can get on the leaderboard.
So here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
And so, like I was saying just before the cutscene, I really do think you should try this. Here is my score if you want to see if you can beat it. There you can see on the left, under Sergio Perez, my leaderboard position at the moment, although that may go down with other people possibly beating me, and I'm going to have a few more goes, see if I can beat it with about another week to go until this is over. So I'm going to try and get a higher position if I can. And I do recommend, like I said, that you have a go. But this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment below if you beat me or not, and subscribe to the channel if you are new and want to see more F1 2017 content. And I'll see you next time. Bye.